Hello everyone, welcome to my channel LearnQube, and today we will be solving two problems based on LeetCode. Actually, as we are doing practice on Python coding for interview practice, and it is beginner friendly as well. If you are going for any interview, please go through this. If you are a fresher, you want to revise your concepts, please go through my videos. It will be really helpful for you. So today from LeetCode, I'm solving two questions. The first two, which is to sum and add two in numbers. I'm not going to use any function like def or any oops concept like class. I'll keep it very simple in order to show you the questions that actually look very tough to you because of the hard keywords, def, solution, classes in it. You may solve the same using simpler basics of Python concepts as well. So please, let's start from here, and I would highly suggest you, while I go through the coding, I do the coding, after each step or at least after the one solution, take a pause and practice yourself. And in case of any doubt, please come back to the video, go through it, and in case you still face any doubt, please feel free to comment. I'll definitely get back to you all. So now we are starting with to sum. So it's a question from LeetCode. So okay, now see. So it's an array is given of integers, which is called nums. An integer which is target. It returns the indices of the two numbers such that they add up to the target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution and you may not use the same element twice. Okay, so the question is saying we have one list here, which is a fill of integers called nums. Then again, it is 9, which is filled in target. So if we sum two elements here, it should sum up to target. And we assume that it exactly has only one solution. So we don't have to jump and see like if any other pair has that. No. If one pair we got, it means it's our solution. All right, let's go ahead with it. So for this, I'll start with for I in nums. Now I have to iterate through indices. So I'll go through length of, I'll explain you two. Then for j in range I plus 1 to length of nums. If num I plus num j equals target, okay, so this is my code. First I'll show you. Oh, it's marked down, so it will not read data from here. Again, okay, nums. So whenever you see an error, you don't have to get terrified. Just focus on what do you see in the error and accordingly take action. So you see at indices 1, like at index 1 I have 2, and at index 2 I have 7. So I'll write the indices here. 0 index we have 2. At index 1 we have 7. As we all know, the indices start from 0. Then third index we have 11. Then at fourth we have 15. So now what I'm going to do, because you want to add it to the next indices and check. So target is 9. So what I'm doing for I in range length of nums. So what is the length of here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it goes till I starts from 0 to 4. So here the range where I will iterate is 0 to 4. For j it will iterate from 7. So why? Because it's I plus 1. So I indices is starting from 0. So at first iteration only I is starting from 1 and again it's going till 4. Okay. So if num I means, so I when we start it's 0, 1, 2, because I'm taking range of length of nums. So when I say range of length of nums, it means 0, 1, 2, 3. Because when we are taking range, as I explained earlier in my earlier videos, even in range, the last one is n minus 1. So length is 4. So it will go from, again the range also starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. So as it goes from here, for here the range becomes 1, 2, 3. Okay. Num I means 0. Nums 0, nums 0, 2 plus nums j. What is j here? First index j, 7. Target, yes, this situation or the condition is satisfied, so it will print aj. Okay, I'll make a few changes here, maybe 18. You see, the output has changed because in first when we ran, the condition is not satisfied. So again it went to loop. Now this time I is 1, 7. This time j is 2, 11. So yes, the condition was satisfied. So we get our output. So guys, if you go on LeetCode, you'll see page where you have to write like def, you initiate the function. So it's the same thing, you can initiate as a function and you can solve the same. For this video I'll keep it very simple so that you do not get demotivated or confused by any way. However, this is the best way practice at this level, and after a month of regular continuous practice, when you feel like you're confident enough to solve in this format, please go ahead and take a next step. That's highly recommendable. Now, our second question in the LeetCode platform is add two numbers. Okay, for this there is the image 2. So you are given two empty linked lists representing two non-negative integers 2, 4, 3, 5, 6, 4. So they are non-empty. Non-empty because they have some values over there. Non-negative because they all are positive values. Digits are stored in reverse order. Add two numbers and return the sum as the linked list. You may assume the two numbers do not contain any leading zero except the number 0 itself. Fine, it's just talking about carry forward, so nothing to worry about. Just see, add the two numbers and return the sum as linked list. Okay, so the numbers are stored in reverse order. So input becomes 243. List 2 becomes 465. Okay, 2, 4, 3, 4, 6, 5, 6, 4. So your output should become 708. So this is your input already. All right, let's go ahead now. I'll just copy the inputs from here and I have to store it in reverse order. So there are many ways to do it directly, but here I want to do it in a way that you even learn a bit of string operations, or I could say revision kind of thing. Okay, so num1 should be 342, right? Because I have to store it in reversed order. So the number should be 342. So I'm doing it as num1. All right. So first of all, I'll show you something with. So if I make it as L1 index, if I take L1 0 plus L1 1 plus L1 2. I made a, yeah. So if I do like this, I'll get 9. But I do not want 9. I actually want 342. What I can do here is str. So if I convert it to a string, You see, I'll convert it to string. So I'll convert it to int as well, because at the end I want integer. If I call num1, you see 243. If I remove int from here, 243 comes as string. Okay, so again, if I'll add string plus string, like, you see what would happen. I have to do L2 because this is the next list, because I want it in reverse orders, right? So what, I'll reverse it to 1 0. I hope you're getting till here. If not, I'll tell you. Because I want to reverse, so I'll put 3 at the first place, 4 at the second place, 2 at the end place. So index 0, index 1, index 2. So 0, 1, 2. Okay, now if you do num1 plus num2, you get this. And we actually do not want it, we want to sum it. So in order to sum it, we'll again convert it to integer. You see, we have converted it to integer now. So I'll just save it to total. It is integer now, but I want it in the form of list. So list total. You see, what are we going to get? Will not get it. It is not iterable. So what I'm doing, I'll convert it back to string, and you see what are we going to get? You see, okay. 807. First thing, we want it in the reversed order. So what I'll do, as I explained in my previous videos, if I do it, I get it 708. But I want it all in as integer, because the question says return the sum as a linked list, correct? And they are string. So what I'll do here, I'll store the result here in L. For I in L, I'll create an output empty list out append int of I, you get print out. Now you see, this is the exact output that we were looking for. How it worked, I converted it to, I took the sum here, then I converted the total string so that it could iterate. When I could see that it's iterating, it's fine, because I wanted the reversed form. I took this form that we covered one day, the built-in functions and without built-in functions, directly how to do it. First index, last index, and this is last minus one index, and step of -1. So we are reversing it opposite. Now when I had this data, I took output for I in L. So I'll run it again so you may see. I'll just call it 708. So output is a blank list here. So for I in L, I in this iteration, out dot append int of I. So append is a keyword. You can add values to a list. So we are adding int of I. So it's entered as 7. Then in the second iteration, it again went as 0, as 8. If you want to see all the iterations, first iteration 7, second iteration 0, third as 708. How? Because I kept my print here. So after every iteration, out it's coming here, again the print is working. However, if I keep it out, all the iteration will get over, and then finally it will give me the output. So guys, that's all for today. I hope you liked the video, and please do practice. So now I'll be with lead code, hacker rank, every questions I'll keep solving here with the very easiest way possible so that it's a complete revision for you and it's helpful for you for your interview practices and a quick revision even for your exams. Thank you for watching me. Please go ahead, like, share and subscribe my channel. It actually motivates me to prepare and do more with you. Thank you.